It's week 5 in our year of stitches, and today we are doing an absolute classic. We're doing chain stitch. So I'm just going to draw a line on here that I'm going to follow so that you can see how chain stitch is done in more challenging scenarios than just on a straight line. So here I'm going to draw a wave. And again, I'm drawing this in a heat erasable pen. So, got my thread. I'm going to work with this turquoise colour, and I'm going to go through the same process we've done before, and I'm going to split the threads. Now, even if you've been doing chain stitch for years, I really recommend watching this video because it's one of the stitches I teach most regularly in in-person workshops. Lots of people have learned how to do it at school, but lots of people have learned a much harder way than I'm going to show here to do it. So, I've got my strands of thread. And I'm just going to thread up my needle. Again, 3 strands of thread, and I'm using my large eye needle here. So I'm going to tie a knot in the end, and we'll begin. So for your chain stitch, you start a chain stitch always right at the very end of a line with a short starter stitch. So I'm just going to put a little stitch in here as my holding stitch. Now this method I'm going to show you is called the link method, whereas often people are taught at school a loop method, which is much harder to get right. So you see, I've made my first short little starter stitch, and then I'm going to pass my needle underneath it, and I go back down through the hole I came up through. You see here. So let me show you again. Bring my needle up away from where I started. Needle goes under. This time we go under both those 2 strands there, underneath. Now we go back down through this hole. Again, needle comes up, and then it goes under both strands and along. Now, if you've ever learnt it at school, you'll remember having been taught to do it where you create a loop and then you catch the loop. That's just much harder to create a really consistent chain stitch if you do it that way. So I'm going to keep going, and I will fast forward until I get to the tip of the wave. And then I come down to the tip here. Then, in order to now twist around and go up this way, effectively, I just almost treat this a bit as a starter stitch. So I go under and through there. So I'm connecting in the same way I have the others. It's just a much tighter connector. So I do a short little stitch there, and then I'm going to go under those 2. And that's it. I continue like this. Now, one thing to bear in mind with chain stitch, much like all the other stitches I've shown you, if you want to level up your chain stitch and you want to kind of go a bit faster, then it's very possible to do that. So the way you do it is, when I go under here, I can go back through this hole as I did before, and then I can skip forward. So you see what I did there? I'm keeping my needle, again, all on the surface, under, and I skip forward. Skip forward. So I'm basically doing exactly the same method, but I'm doing it in a quicker way because I'm not taking my needle and my hand down to the reverse of the fabric. I'm keeping it entirely on the front of the fabric. So that is one line of chain stitch the whole way along. Now, one of my favourite ways to use chain stitch is for filling. And so I want to show you how you then can incorporate another row of chain stitch alongside your first. And this is where it gets a little bit fiddlier. So I've got another colour. I could just do all this filling in the same one, but why not vary up the colour? Here we go. Thread my needle. So I'm going to go the opposite direction this time. So I'm going to instead, as I did before, bring my needle up underneath. And I'm going to start exactly the same way I did before. So I make my little starter stitch. And then I'm going to start my chain stitch. Now where it gets fiddlier is you just have to be careful not to pick up the neighbouring stitch. So here we go. So I'm going the opposite way and just going to fill in the shape. As I get into the more fiddly bit, you can see I'm just going to change my method to the simpler method of up and down, so I have a little bit more control. And I'm just coming into the corner. And then what I'm going to do here is exactly what I did before, but I'm just being really careful not to pick up the darker teal colour. Now that tiny stitch there will always look quite messy. Don't worry, you're always going to struggle to get a stitch like that looking perfect, but all you want to do is keep going, because once you get a couple more stitches in, it all starts becoming neater again. Up. And so this is why I want to show you this bit, because say here, if you look at this bit, you can see there's a slight gap. Exactly like we did on satin stitch, I can just go in and sort of add another stitch, another chain stitch in there to kind of pretend to fill it in. That's how you make your stitches look a bit neater, is you use some of these fake kind of filling stitches in there. So as you see there, I've just gone in and put an extra little fake stitch in. Now I'm going to carry on round. And you can do that anytime you've got a bit of a gap or a slightly untidy chain stitch section. Like again, there's a little gap here. So I might just go in here and just pick up a couple of those strands, go back on myself, and I fake it. That is how you sort of don't stress about mistakes. That's how you don't unpick, is you fake areas where the stitches aren't that neat. And no one would ever look at that and not know if that was a full line of chain stitch or not. And that's it. So you carry on in that manner. So there you go. I just wanted to quickly show you the back of the chain stitch and just show you I've secured the thread underneath the back in the same way I do with all the other stitches. I'm just going to cut this away. So you can see here, all that's happened is I've just gone in and I've added a second line of chain stitch inside. Now you could very easily do exactly the same, add another one, maybe we go back to the dark teal, but you can start seeing how you can use chain stitch as a filling stitch and it creates this lovely texture. So that is week 5 in your year of stitches.